Okay, now we're inside the boiler, and this is the firebox portion, and you can see the back head, and you see the back head sheet has been removed, as well as the fireman sheet. This part here, the outside sheet, said, as you recall in the last video, he said it's actually like new, and you can tell why, because it's about the same thickness as it should be all around. That, and then the engineer sheet over here has already been cut at the top. Once the new patterns for the back head and the fireman side get done, they're gonna mount the anchors for the chains, and then they'll drill out the staples there, and then they'll lift it out through the bottom. As you can see, we're standing on a temporary floor on top of the main beam for the frame, and basically where the ash pan would be. Here's that new combustion sheet from the top. As you can see, you can tell difference just barely right now, because the old stuff's been ground down and cleaned, so you can see it matches pretty well as compared to the old sheet, which we saw outside earlier. Now,
you can grab up on this fence post.
Yeah. And now we're actually inside the boiler. And he said that these rods help mount to the top. Yep.
These rods right here to help it keep its structure.
And then the tubes actually hold the bottom of the sheet in. And here's the steam pipe, the dry pipe. And up there's the steam dome. As you can see, the top is removed, so you can see out to the top of the building. And so basically, what's up there would be the throttle pocket, and the steam would just come out of here and flow up into there, where the throttle valve is. The valve opens and the steam flows through the dry pipe and down where it branches off inside the smoke box to the cylinders. That's basically rundown of what happens inside the boiler. Looking back this way, just beyond the light here, you can see where the staples get taller as they go into the firebox. It's real interesting how something like this comes together. And the boiler, as you can see, is pretty thick too. It's all cleaned off. These are the thicknesses along the wall here. It's pretty close to what it should be, like when it was new. So none of this needs to be replaced, at least that I know of. But as you can see, it's actually pretty close, all the numbers. So yeah, the bottom part is where all the stuff drops out. Especially when you clean it out, all the rust and dirt, scale, just falls in. The water treatment is what keeps the boiler from getting all rusty. Of course, it depends on how the engine is and what kind of metal was used in its making. Different types of steel were used for different companies, so yeah. That's basically, this part here is basically where all the wire surrounds it. All these bolts. There's also pipes for the different appliances in here too, and the gauges and all that. Back there, and we'll see up here when we climb down, is where the other supports are, and we can actually see those because the back head sheet has been removed. See, here are the supports that hold the back head part where the tubes don't meet. And as you can see, those are really big, and they're held in by those rivets there, which will not be removed this time around. And there's washout plugs, and that's how you empty the bottom of the boiler out, and also clean it out. Helps to clean the scale. Most of them have been removed, like the big ones. You can see that one there. That's the fireman's corner of the firebox. And there's others that you might be able to see through here. There's the back driver wheel, and these are the holes that the siphons sit in. Those will probably be put back in just as soon as the other sheet gets replaced. They'll spend the least amount of time outside the engine. But yeah, this is basically how it goes. You can see up there, some of the mountings have already been placed. Though this one is for the fireman side sheet, so those are already used. They'll be reused again to mount the chains when they pull the new sheet back in. The old sheets have been, as you might have heard, were taken to have the patterns made, and then they'll be scrapped afterwards, probably to help pay for the new ones. So, yeah. So, good treat for all of you guys on YouTube. Hope you like it. If you need to, do anything this winter or whenever, call the Institute and ask about volunteering. We really could use some. The more people who volunteer and the more money raised, the sooner this beast will get moving again. Okay?